After a disaster of a week, it's a good thing to be back. Everybody needed a reset, from the players to the coach to even the fans. I'll cite me as an example. I've been quite away from commenting and giving my opinion on Barça because last week was very disastrous. But it's great. In the span of 2 days, a lot of things have gone right for us at the club. And I'll say it feels great. Pedri is back. Rashford is back. And our star boy, our very own Pablo Gavi is back to training with the first team. And most importantly, our lost lead in La Liga can be regained. All things considered, I'll say it was quite good. Maybe we needed the reset. Maybe we needed Atleti to bring us down to earth. Maybe we needed the humbling we got at Girona. We needed the rest. We needed everything. And also, from reports and what Flick can confirm, he has had that crucial discussion with the squad about how they played in the last 2 games. So we can be rest assured that everybody is on the right page and we as schoolers must keep supporting them. How else to kill a bad momentum than to play Levante, who are currently 19th in the La Liga table? I'm not saying it's going to be a walkover. No game in La Liga is a walkover. But if you are going through a rough patch, there's no better time to play Levante than now and at the Camp Nou. If there's any team we can use to build back our lost momentum, it is Levante. And we're going to be back at the Camp Nou. So it's going to be an exciting game. It's going to be great. Like I said, a lot of things have happened since our defeat at Girona. The club, the players, basically lamenting how the refs have been hurting them. They said they have discussed it. But what I like about the whole situation is they are not putting agency on the refs. They still believe that they can decide their fate, regardless of what the ref might decide to do to them. They believe the only solution is to play even better. As our former president Laporta, a current candidate for the election, said, the only way to defeat those in the boardroom level at La Liga in Spain is to perform better and better and better, so it becomes painfully obvious. He also mentioned that others, obviously by others he meant Real Madrid, when they are having a rough patch, they are being helped with penalties here and there, but others, referring to some dubious referees, when they notice we're having a bad run of form, they try to kick us down, making references to the bad calls that we have received in the past week and before that. Nevertheless, enough talk about their officials. Back to business. We play Levante at about 4 p.m. local time here. And my view about the game is it is a perfect game for us to pick ourselves up and prepare for that crucial remontada that the players seems to believe they can pull against Atleti. I would like us to pick out our preferred 11, my preferred 11 personally, and how we want Hansi Flick to line up in the game. In goal, the ever-present Juan Garcia. Like everyone in the team, He has not had a great 2 game. The past 2 games he has not been great. He could have done better, but I can't blame him. And it is not going to be a dent on our season. It's just a rough patch that I believe he will get out of as the team progresses. So Juan Garcia in goal, the ever-present Juan Garcia. At left back, Balde wasn't started against Girona, but I want him to start. He needed that rest, as the whole team needed that rest, even though he was at fault for losing the ball for the winner at the Montilivi Stadium at Girona. Gerard Martin, who was playing in his stead too, was at fault for the first goal because he was caught standing and ball watching when Lemar was able to tap in a goal. Nevertheless, Balde is the best left back we have in the team. I believe he should start. At left centre back, Eric, like the team, the whole team generally, had a horrific week, and he also had an injury scare at Girona at the Montilivi Stadium. But he assured us, he had an interview and he said he's perfectly fine. He was just fatigued and all. He has done relatively well. He has been the player with the most minutes at the club. Partner him, no other person than Pau Kubarsi, our most consistent defender ever present. I think at some point in the season we'll have to find a way to integrate Araujo because we are going to need him for this important stretch of the season. Nevertheless, maybe at halftime Araujo can get to play. Maybe Eric or Kubarsi can make way for Araujo to play because we need him in match rhythm to step in whenever possible. Because with Eric having an injury scare, you never know. We are going to need Araujo. Right back, this is very tricky. Kunde has been having a bad game, has been having a bad season. My bad. He has been having a very, very subpar season. Fortunately, he was one of the few shining lights in our last 2 games. He played relatively well against Atleti. He also played well against Girona. He was a victim of an injustice. You know, that stomp from Echeverri on him that led to the winner at Girona. He actually got the ball, but he was stomped on. I believe Kunde is going to play, and Cancelo has not lived up to expectation. Maybe it's something about match fitness or whatever it is. But Kunde is our most fit and capable right back currently. Our fullbacks are having a subpar season, but I mean, with the absence of, they're actually our best fullbacks, full stop. So whatever it is, we have to play them into form, and hopefully they come back into form in place and at the right time for us. We all know midfielder Frankie. There's nothing much to say. Even though Frankie has been very soft in the midfield in our last 2 games, he has been non-existent in most of the game. He has been soft. He has given away possession cheaply. He has basically been in hiding when we needed him. We usually used to play 4-3-3, but I think in the last 2 games, as we have watched, we were losing the ball too easily, as Fancy Flick also mentioned in his press conference. So right now, I don't want to see Olmo and Fermin together because we lose the ball a lot when they both play. So to partner Frankie, in my opinion, I think we need Marc Bernal. Casado too has not been informed, and between Casado and Marc Bernal, I think Bernal is the one who has relatively shown that he's capable and is in form. So I want him to partner Frankie in this game. Flick also reminded us that Pedri might get some minutes, so I expect Frankie or Bernal to come out at some point in the game. At left wing, Rafinha is back and fit, so I expect him to start. Rashford will be on the bench. I expect him to get a few minutes too because we are going to need him. Rafinha left. At the attacking midfield role, Fermin has been quiet for about 2 weeks now. He started the season red hot, where he had about 11 assists, 10 goals, or is it 10 goals and 11 assists? But he has cooled off. And also with Olmo playing deeper, he has had his opportunities in the attacking midfield role. Personally, I think we should start Olmo in that midfield role. And Fermin should come off the bench. Just my opinion. Flick might see it a different way, but I really don't mind. We are spoiled for choice. So if I see Fermin in the starting lineup, I won't be surprised. At right back, at right wing, At right wing, Lamine. Flick said Lamine is the only one fasting in the squad. So it is going to be physically demanding on him. Given it is not a late kickoff, it is an afternoon kickoff. It is going to be physically demanding for Lamine. But Flick said they are handling it. They are going to create a specialized plan for those fasting, and it is only Lamine who is observing the Ramadan fasting. Nevertheless, I don't expect him to play the full 90 minutes. He might come off for Rooney Bargi, and if Rooney Bargi isn't coming in, Rafinha might move to the right, and then we see Rashford. Nevertheless, I would like to see Rooney Bargi sometime in the game because he's going to be physically demanding on Lamine, and I wouldn't want us to stress him in this trying period for him physically. To start, personally, I think I'm tired of Ferran. I think we need to integrate Lewy back. And I've read that Lewy's numbers in La Liga has been quite good. I think he has about 9 or 8 goals. When you compare it to the amount of time he has played, his form hasn't dropped. I think where he hasn't really kicked off this season is in the Champions League, but in La Liga his numbers are absolutely decent. So I expect Lewy to start. Ferran to come off the bench. So this is how I expect us to line up. Juan Garcia in goal, Balde at left back, Eric Garcia, Pau Cubarsí, Jules Koundé, Marc Bernal, Frankie de Jong, Rafinha, Daniel Mo, Lamine Yamal, and Robert Lewandowski. Madrid have dropped points in El Sadar. I don't know if I mentioned that. So this is an absolutely crucial must-win game to regain our top spot. Funny enough, they didn't even spend a long time at top table. They just spent one match day at the top. So basically nothing happened. We're just unfortunate, and then Madrid, being as bad as they are, handed the lead back to us, and I expect us to fully capitalize on this. There's no opportunity for slip up. And with the way the season is going, I think the team that wins the most games at home will end up as champion between Barça and Real Madrid, because the teams look shaky away from home. Even though we have been the best team away from home, Real Madrid have dropped so many games away from home, and so I expect us to crucially win this home game and beat Levante. For my prediction, I expect we need to put our scoring boots on and get ready for that crucial semi-final game. And to build that confidence and momentum, I think we need to score a lot. So I expect a 5-0 win against Levante. Crazy, right? The amount of... We have not been very clinical in our last games, but I expect us to end that and put on a strong showing. The players are well rested. Everybody is mentally focused and hungry to win, as Hansi Flick said in his press conference. We just have to capitalize on the slip up from Real Madrid. So 5-0 win is my prediction. Please like this video and subscribe, and I would like to hear your opinion about the game and what has happened since our last game against Girona in the comment section. It's your boy Barça Manager. I end by saying Visca el Barça.